Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. 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 When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. Pray. Pray.
Welcome, everyone, to Dr. Pillai's Religion of Religions YouTube channel. Today is Wednesday, April 26th, 2023. We are about to do a live, in-depth planetary puja using the chart of now, based off of my current location in the state of New Mexico in the USA. My name is Swamini Valli. I am a Pillai Center teacher and AstroVed astrologer, and I'm very happy to be hosting this program Monday through Friday on this channel. Dr. Pillai has explained the planets and stars are more than just objects in outer space. There is also a divine light being associated with each of them. In doing this puja, we are connecting with these light beings, and we are inviting their positive blessings to flow into us and also into our world. To do the puja, I'm using the South Indian style layout of the chart. I have drawn the chart in chalk on a little blackboard that's laying flat on a side table here where I am. Also, to do the puja, I have a container of water. I have a lit tea light. I have an incense stick, a bell, a raisin, and a bowl of fresh flower petals. I start the puja with putting drops of water on all four sides of the blackboard chart, which I'm doing right now. And I'm putting a few drops of water on top of my own head and sending a few drops of water out into space towards all of you, so that whether someone is watching it live or later on a replay, we're all purified going into the start of the puja. We begin with invoking Ganesha, the archetype who removes obstacles. Om Shring Gung, Om Shring Gung, Om Shring Gung. We ask Ganesha to come and to remove all obstacles from this puja. And I ask him to remove all obstacles in the lives of the participants, in the physical, mental, emotional, financial, and spiritual areas of your life. I ask Ganesha to remove obstacles for all of you, now and always. Om Drum Dattatreya Shiva Baba. Now we invoke a Tamil chant asking all of the planets to be beneficial and positive toward us today. Asura Nulla Nulla, Ave Nulla Nulla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nulla Nulla, Ave Nulla Nulla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nulla Nulla, Ave Nulla Nulla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. We ask all of the planets to be beneficial today towards us and towards our world. We thank St. Yanasamunda for teaching this chant, and we are grateful to Dr. Pillai for sharing it with us. Now, we turn our attention to the time elements that are active in my local area. We start with honoring the planet that rules the day. Today is Wednesday, ruled by Mercury, who is retrograde at the moment. I put flower petals on the blackboard chart on Mercury as I say Namaha, doing these mantras. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Next, we honor the star that the moon is in. The moon right now is in a star called Purnavasu. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Purnavasaye Namaha. Om Purnavasaye Namaha. Om Purnavasaye Namaha. Now we honor the Tithi, or the moon phase. Right now in my area, we are in the 7th waxing moon called Saptami in Sanskrit. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Saptami Devye Namaha. Om Saptami Devye Namaha. Om Saptami Devye Namaha. Now we honor the Hora, the planet ruling the hour. In my area right now, the Hora is being ruled by the moon. I put more flower petals on the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Now we acknowledge the yoga and Karana time elements. Dr. Pillai said for these, we would not use flower petals. We would say their names in Sanskrit 3 times each. The yoga that's active right now is one called Driti, 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 Driti. And the Karana that's active right now is one called Garija, 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 Garija. Now, we turn our attention to the chart of the moment, and we look for the sign that is currently the ascendant, or the sign coming up on the eastern horizon in my local area. This is shown here with the letters AC. The ascendant in my area right now is in the sign of Rishabha, or Taurus. The planet that rules the ascendant sign right now of Taurus is Venus. I put flower petals on Venus on the blackboard chart. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now we start going around the chart in a clockwise direction from the ascendant sign, honoring the various planets. Today in Taurus is Venus. So again, I honor Venus and put flower petals on him. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Venus is in a star today called Mrgashira, a star that can give blessings to help towards enlightenment and also blessings for curiosity, to be willing to try new things. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Mrgashiraye Namaha. Om Mrgashiraye Namaha. Om Mrgashiraye Namaha. Mrgashira star is ruled by Soma, a liquefied form of the moon, in which he is a divine nectar, or the Amrita of immortality. I put the flower petals on the Venus. Om Somaye Namaha. Om Somaye Namaha. Om Somaye Namaha. Mrgashira star is ruled by Mars. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Vrishabha, or Taurus, an earth sign with very grounded energies and also a great love of comfort and luxury. Today, containing Venus, planet of joy, love, beauty, and enjoyment of material plane comforts, and also the arts. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Mithuna, or Gemini, which today contains Mars and also the moon. Mars and the moon are both in the same star, so we honor both of these planets before we invoke the star. I start with the Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Next, we honor the moon for being in Gemini. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Mars and the moon are both in a star called Purnavasu, a star that gives blessings for freedom and prosperity. Om Purnavasaye Namaha. Om Purnavasaye Namaha. Om Purnavasaye Namaha. Purnavasu's star is ruled by Aditi, a goddess who is considered to be the mother of many of the gods, including our own sun. I put the flower petals across Mars and the moon. Om Aditye Namaha. Om Aditye Namaha. Om Aditye Namaha. Purnavasu's star is ruled by Jupiter. I put flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Gemini, which is Mercury. I put flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Now we honor this. Now we pause for a moment and reflect on Matuna or Gemini, a zodiac sign with a great range of energies, today containing Mars, a planet that is both a healer and a protector, and the moon, which is our mind and our emotions, and a planet important for our ability to be receptive to light. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Tula or Libra, which today contains Ketu. I put flower petals on Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Ketu is in a star called Swati. Dr. Pillai says this star can give divine blessings. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Swati's star is ruled by Vayu, archetype who is in control of the wind and the air element. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Swati's star is ruled by Rahu. I put flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Libra, which is Venus. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Tula or Libra, a zodiac sign with a great range of, a zodiac sign that has energies for balance, fairness, harmony, today containing Ketu, who is sometimes called the saintly planet. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Makara or Capricorn, which today contains Pluto. We honor Pluto. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Today, Pluto is in a star called Uttara Ashada, a star that gives blessings that can be long-lasting. We honor this star, and I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Uttara Shadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Shadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Shadaye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the 10 Visvadevas, 10 light beings who each embody a unique, divine, universal principle. We ask for blessings from all 10 of them, and I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the sun. I put flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Capricorn, which is Saturn. I put flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Saturn is in a star called Satabisha, a star. No, we just invoked him for ruling Capricorn. We're pausing for a moment and reflecting on Capricorn, a sign that can activate ancient past life skills and abilities. Today, containing Pluto, a planet that Dr. Pillai says can help with rationality and science, and can also help with new discoveries. We pause for a moment and reflect on that. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Kumbha or Aquarius, which today contains Saturn. We honor Saturn for being in Aquarius. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Saturn is in a star called Satyabisha, a star symbolized as an empty circle, and a star that has the nickname of 100 physicians, as it has so much healing energy. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Satyabishaye Namaha. Om Satyabishaye Namaha. Om Satyabishaye Namaha. Satyabisha star is ruled by Varuna, archetype who rules the rain and the oceans. Om Varunaye Namaha. Om Varunaye Namaha. Om Varunaye Namaha. Satyabisha star is ruled by Rahu. I put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now, we honor the planet that rules Aquarius, which is Saturn. I put more flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaiha Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Kumbha or Aquarius, the most humanitarian and service-oriented of all the zodiac signs, today containing Saturn, planet of patience, perseverance, structure, and compassion. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Meena or Pisces, which today contains Neptune. I put flower petals on Neptune on the blackboard chart. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Neptune is in a star called Purvabhadrapada. Dr. Pillai says this is a star that can give blessings towards enlightenment, charity, and purification. We ask for blessings from this star. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Purvabhadrapada's star is ruled by Aja Ekapada, an archetype who can help us to experience deeper levels of stillness and forgiveness. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Purvabhadrapada's star is ruled by Jupiter. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Meena or Pisces, the most transcendental of all the zodiac signs, today containing Neptune, a planet that Dr. Pillai says helps with intuition and with understanding our own inner life. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The last Rasi or sign, but certainly not the least today, that has planets in it is Misha or Aries. Today in this sign is Jupiter and Rahu and the Sun, Mercury retrograde, and Uranus. Jupiter, Rahu, and the Sun are all in the same star. So we will invoke all three of them before we invoke the star. I start with Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Next, we honor Rahu for being in Aries. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Next, we honor the Sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Jupiter, Rahu, and the Sun are all in a star called Ashwini, a star that has blessings to give for both speed and for healing. I put the flower petals across all three of those planets. Om Ashwini Namaha. Om Ashwini Namaha. Om Ashwini Namaha. Ashwini star is ruled by the Ashwini Kumaras, horse-headed twins who have tremendous healing energies. Their father is the Sun. I put the flower petals across Jupiter, Rahu, and the Sun. Om Ashwini Kumarasye Namaha. Om Ashwini Kumarasye Namaha. Om Ashwini Kumarasye Namaha. Swamini star is ruled by Ketu. I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Now we're going to honor Mercury retrograde and Uranus. They're both in the same star, so we will honor both of them before we invoke the star. I start with Mercury, who is retrograde and extra powerful right now. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Now we honor Uranus for being in Aries. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Mercury and Uranus are both in a star called Bharani, a star that has a tremendous amount of divine feminine Shakti or power. Om Bharanihe Namaha. Om Bharanihe Namaha. Om Bharanihe Namaha. Bharani star is ruled by Yama, an archetype of justice. We ask him to help us to be just and merciful towards others, and to help there to be justice in our world. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Bharani star is ruled by Venus. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Bharani star is ruled by Venus, whom we just invoked. Now we're invoking the planet that rules Aries, which is Mars. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Misha, or Aries, a zodiac sign that is a fire sign and has very active energy. Today containing Jupiter, planet who helps with everything related to spirituality, and Rahu, planet that helps us to think outside the box, and the sun, which is our soul, and Mercury, planet of communication, business, and a planet that helps with our sense of humor, and Uranus, a planet that helps with success in life, higher intelligence, and also astrology. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Now I take a lit tea light and I hold it in the air above the blackboard that has the chart drawn in chalk and the many piles of flower petals. And in the air, I circle it around the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction, offering the element of light to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked. Next, I take an incense stick to offer the element of air and a sweet fragrance, and I circle that above the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction. Now I take a bell to offer the element of sound. Now I take a little raisin, a small fruit representing the earth element, and I circle that around the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction. Later, I will eat that raisin as a piece of prasad or blessed food. Now I make prayer hands, and I make sincere prayer to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked, asking them to send their positive blessings into the lives of all of us and into the lives of our families, our friends, our neighbors, our colleagues, our homes, our workplaces, our schools, our communities, our countries, and indeed the entire world. May everyone on this planet have healthy food to eat, clean water to drink, clean air to breathe, a safe place to live, good clothes to wear, access to health care, good education, sustainable jobs, and may everyone on this planet have love in their life, now and always. I pray for enlightened leaders, enlightened citizens, enlightened laws, enlightened countries, and entire enlightened civilizations. I ask for blessings for all of my teachers, past, present, and to come. And I ask for blessings for all of my students, past, present, and to come. And I make a bow. You can continue to make your own prayers in silence for a minute. And then if you post questions in the chat, we can do short Q&A. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul, peace to the environment. Peace, peace, peace. May we all go about our day or our evening in peace. Thank you all so much for joining us. I truly appreciate your participation and your support. You are welcome to post questions in the chat, and I will do my best to try to answer them. Checking the chat, not seeing anything at the moment. I'm going to be heading into Albuquerque later today to pick up my landlady and a house guest that are going to be staying here for a while. Melissa is saying, hi, Swamini, what direction should the 9-planet yantra face? It can be nice if you have, let's say, in your room, if you have a window that's east facing, you could put the yantra facing the east so that the sunlight hits it in the morning. That could be nice. Or a north facing area. But actually, for yantras that we're using at home, I would say whatever space in your room or your house that can easily accommodate having the yantra is an okay place to put it. It's not going to be a bad direction. But with the 9 planets, I try to put them someplace where they're facing east so that they get that early morning sun, if that's possible. But it's not a hard and fast rule. If you don't have that kind of window in where you're living, just place them someplace where you feel happy and where you're going to, see them, talk to them, offer them light or a flower or a raisin, something like that. It's your choice. These are your personal yantras. You're interacting with them. So wherever you're going to actually interact with them more would be the best place to put them. Okay, so the best yantras, the best mantras are always the ones that we're actually going to use or say. Those are the best ones. So make it easy for yourself for what you want to do with it. Okay, good question. All right. Let's see. I think I need to go print off directions for myself for how to get to the train station, as I haven't been there before in Albuquerque. So I'm going to go ahead and close out for today. Thank you again for being here. Namaste. The light in me truly honors the light in all of you. May light encompass all. We always appreciate it when you like the video and when you subscribe to the channel, as it does help the channel to grow. Thank you all, and see you again tomorrow. Namaste.